Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're nursing a bit of a stomachache after going a little bit too bonkers on some chicken McNuggets as JorDan, playing as the Incas in blue, prepares to take on Barles, playing as the Bengalis in red. And while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings with Goat and with Scout and try to go up to Feudal as fast as possible, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now the Incas, you've heard me call them the quintessential, the best counter civilization in the game. Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments below. But if your opponent goes cavalry, you can turn to your Kamayuk, a ranged infantry unit that carries a very long spear and comes with a nice massive attack bonus against cavalry. If your opponent goes infantry, you can rely on your other unique unit, the Slinger. This is an archer unit that comes with a big attack bonus against infantry, which can be upgraded to get also an extra +1 attack. And if your opponent goes ranged archer units, then the Incas can rely on their skirmishers, which not only get all archery range, blacksmith, and university upgrades, but can also be upgraded to have no minimum range at all, which removes one of the biggest weaknesses of a skirmisher, aside from their just overall general weakness against non-archer units. Now, to make the Incan army even tankier, the Incas can upgrade their Kamayuks, their slingers, and their eagle warriors to get extra melee and pierce armor, and to help you build as big of a military industrial complex as you can. Certain military units cost less and less food as the game goes on, all the way up to 30% less food in Imperial. The Incas start the game, if you notice, with a free llama, which either gives you a little bit extra food or an extra unit to scout around the map with. Their buildings cost 15% less stone. Their houses support 10 population space instead of the usual 5. And their villagers are harder to raid because starting in Castle Age, they benefit from infantry blacksmith upgrades and BT dubs. Take a look at the top left of your screen. The Incas get all infantry blacksmith upgrades. Now, opposing this Incan force, we've got Barles as the Bengalis, Timothy Oliphant's favorite civilization. Why? Because all of their elephants receive less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster, which is great when you realize that the Bengalis actually get fully upgraded battle elephants and siege elephants, and their elephant archers also benefit from Parthian tactics. Now, in addition, all Bengali melee cavalry have a small attack bonus against skirmishers. We'll see if that plays any kind of role in the battle against the Incas. Now, to support their big chunky elephants, which are slow and easily converted on the field of battle, Bengali monks come with a nice +3/+3 armor boost, and their unique unit, the Rata, one of the most versatile, if not most hated units in the game, is a chariot unit that can switch between ranged and attack modes. Now, the Bengalis, economically, to support their army, every town center spawns 2 villagers for free whenever the next age is reached. We'll keep an eye out on that when that happens and going up to Feudal. And their villager and monk population can actually be upgraded, enhanced, if you will, and evolved. Let's use the word evolved. I like that. To take up 10% less population room. So if you have 100 villagers and monks and you research Mahayana, all of a sudden those 100 units take up 90 population space, which gives you 10 extra room for military, or 10 extra room for more than 10, probably 11 villagers and monks, etc. So it's up to you how you want to use your extra population space. For now, both players, 18 villagers, both players, similar scouts still alive, opposite ends of the map. Let's see. Barles has not yet discovered JorDan's base. JorDan has also not discovered his opponent's base. What is happening here? Both players going to the wrong locations. It looks like it's going to be Barles who discovers terra firma first. JorDan rounding the forest here, moving south. We'll discover any second now. Sees the tree, sees the goat, sees the house, and knows exactly what is up. Didn't really need to see the town center. Let's take a look at the bases, see whose resources are where the forests are located, how easily it is to defend. Primary gold. Let's call this the forward center position. Primary stone in the back. Our Bengali. Oh, look at this, an I shape for my name. There you go, or an H shape, I guess, if it depends which way you tilt your head. You know, sometimes we had a dog up until recently, and whenever you'd say something, she'd either tilt her head left, she'll tilt her head right, So if you tilt your head left, this looks like an I. If you tilt your head right, it looks like an H. But in any event, nice and secure in the back. Primary stone a little off campus, but also in the center position. Take a look at Barles' base, though. Completely open to the portion facing his opponent. 2 villagers spawn immediately from the Bengali town center the second he hits Feudal. 20 villagers to 18. Not an insignificant civ feature, believe you me, especially in the early game stages as we are right now. 2 villager advantage, not something to be scoffed at. Neither is this attacking force, which is managing to do some good damage here to this villager. Oh, first blood prize going here to Barles, our Bengali. Managing to get that villager. JorDan a little too slow to respond, maybe because on the other side of the map, he is doing the exact same thing, but loses his Eagle Scout instead. 2 kills to 0 for our red Bengali. Let's see if he decides to make an issue of it. His units are pretty damn weak. They are also militias, whereas JorDan's are already men-at-arms. That being said, okay, did manage to get his first kill, I was going to say. That being said, doesn't really matter if they're not getting any kills, but 2 kills already for JorDan, 3 for Barles. So already at the 10-minute mark of the game, we have a lot more kills than we usually see, which I hope means we're in for a nice, exciting game. Is this walled off? Is this walled off or no? Hard to say. I don't think it is. In any event, we'll see. Gold comes under attack, but 2 villagers will be able to shoot militias away. Looks like the archer did manage to get the second last man-at-arms. And now kill count 4 to 3. So our Bengali maintaining his 1 kill advantage while our Inca streams units across the map. No, it is not closed. All of my questioning and highlighting and clicking and furiously double-clicking, all answered by a simple move command by Barles' militiaman while the players disengage, while the archer chases past ostrich and lion. Uh-oh. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Okay, staying outside the periphery of the lions. This is the lion's hunting grounds. You don't want to anger the lion, especially not when you've got 17 HP and an archer is chasing you down. But while the players kind of tentatively disengage. Oh, no. Oh, I loved what Barles did here with the mining camp and having the 2 villagers in this little nook. Basically means they mine, they turn around, they mine, they turn around, they mine, they turn around. But it created a natural kill zone. And now the I of gold is unmineable. I thought the players were about to disengage. Instead, they are engaging everywhere. To the left of the... We've got lion attacks. To the right, we've got ranged units fighting each other. But I was going to say, let's take a look at what they're actually building. Archery range blacksmith for our Inca. More houses for our Bengali. Archery range blacksmith. Okay. So we're going to get to see. Anytime there's the possibility with Bengalis of elephant archers, I just absolutely love it. Like I said, they get less bonus damage. They're more resistant to conversion. They can attack 20% faster. So they're not the Dravidian elephant archers that attack 25% faster naturally. But with the pikes upgrade, 20% faster, which, by the way, affects all elephants. So with the Dravidians, it's just the elephant archers. Whereas with the Bengalis, I believe the pikes upgrade affects every single one of their elephant units. Let's see what happens here. JorDan moving across the map. Army supply identical. Barles maintaining a healthy villager lead. Now up to 4 villagers. Stable in the back, party in the front. No more gold, though. Too afraid? Maybe traumatized by this military action out of JorDan, who is now continuing to move forward, but instead of pivoting east, has pivoted south. Barles, love this play by him. Look, he's just hanging out here on the high ground. Hanging out on the high ground, making sure that any kind of engage he takes, he gets that extra damage. And that he takes less damage. My favorite lemon bushes are about to come under attack if JorDan wants to make an issue of this. But take a look. Like I said, the weakness of skirmishers against anything other than archers. 3 full volleys out of how many? 5? And this guy still has more than half of his HP. But Barles says, you know what? I know that skirmishers don't really accomplish much, so have fun attacking my berry pickers, my foragers. Have fun losing another scout if I will it so. In the meantime, I'm going to go counterattack on my own. And I've got 2 archers here. So they're going to do a little bit more damage than your skirmishers, who are now going to be in some serious trouble with 2 scouts out. Smartly going for the Eagle Scout first, but there's another one. And now Barles is going to have to disengage or risk losing his scouts. Let's see what happens here. Villager building a market. How's the HP? A 3rd scout joins the fight. No more scouts are being built. No more military at all for Barles. Happy to sit on what he has. Happy to start accumulating some food so that he can go up to Castle Age, I hope. 20 villagers on food is a lot of villagers on food. Take a look at JorDan. Only has 9. Spearman, oh, does eventually die. Oh, who wins this? Oh, this is so exciting. You've got a scout with basically a 1/3 of the HP, but again, skirmishers with that annoying minimum range of 1. And JorDan is not splitting them up. JorDan has just clicked them to go back home. If he had split them up, maybe the scout could have been attacked and poked by one as it attacked the other. But wow, okay, he manages to save them for a split second until they run circles around the Eagle Scouts. Oh my god, every time we watch an arena map or a fortress map or any kind of enclosed map where the players rush to get the relics, I always tell people, you cannot underestimate the mobility of these scouts, of light cav, of hussars. That mobility, that deke ability is just bonkers. That being said, our Inca is closing the gap in terms of villagers. What was 4 a second ago is now 2. But he's engaging through a a town center, loses his 2 spearmen, which means these guys are now very exposed to more scout cavalry, which is exactly what's happening. The lone survivor from the north returns. 2 scouts pop out. Skirmisher dies immediately. These are the weak ones from before, but there's 3 Eagle Scouts here. Somebody please take the high ground. Villagers join in on the fight. But think better of it, turn around, and now JorDan is to the left. JorDan is to the top. JorDan is inside the base. JorDan is literally everywhere. Market going up for him as well. He's got the requisite structures already. As we saw, the archery range and the blacksmith to go up to Castle 2, 2 barracks. What he doesn't have is 400 food, and our Bengali again. Rather, not again, but is already heading up to Castle Age. What is the villager allocation? So JorDan, 16 villagers on wood a second ago, and a bit more villager, a few more villagers on gold, but a lot less on food. And you know what? I don't mind it. Generally, when you go scout cav in response to any kind of attack like this, I mean, these guys cost 80 food each. And it costs 800 food to go up to Castle. So, you know, you do the math. You build 10 of these scouts. That's basically all the food that you needed to go up to Castle Age. But with 23 villagers on food, does Barles care? Or is this exactly the way he wanted to allocate? Oh no, from the low ground, he's taking the fight. JorDan putting up whatever defense he can, but ultimately that Eagle Scout unit not strong at all. Now there's one over here poking and prodding. +1/+1 upgrades is not bad. What are the upgrades on the scouts? Only a +1, but they're gonna have bloodlines soon. And now he's pivoting to supplies. Very interesting. Okay. Stork flying over. Everything, sees the bloodbath, and now Barles has to disengage. 2 more villagers come out. Or rather, these ones, I guess. That Bengali feature, man. 4 extra villagers for free means you've got 200 food that you don't need to spend. 2 eagles roaming south in 4 seconds. He's going to be in Castle Age as well. I don't mind the pivot to infantry unit. If you see your opponent is going eagles, remember that the militia line comes with a pretty healthy bonus against... attack bonus against Eagle Warriors. We'll see it in a second, but now husbandry as well. Our Bengali kind of wants Like the Dalai Lama ordering pizza, one with everything. You know, he kind of wants a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now upgrading to Long Swordsman as well. But Eagle Warrior upgrade. You know, the bump to Eagle Warrior is pretty cheap. You know, we'll see if it's worth it. Let me put it like that. You guys have heard me say it before that it's a good bump, but it's not quite the same power as the bump from Eagle Warrior to Elite Eagle Warrior. These are now light cab, by the way. Will he save the villager? It certainly seems like it. And now take a look. Once these 11 long swordsmen come out, should be what? +6, +8, +6 against Eagle Warriors. On a unit that already attacks on a 10 compared to the Eagle Warriors 8. What's the HP comparison? 55 to 60. So it's stronger, has more HP, the same amount of melee armor, although it's the same because JorDan has research +1, whereas these guys automatically come with a 1. Now it's 2 to 1. So just overall the better unit, the long swordsman. I think once JorDan sees that it is a long swordsman play, he's going to pivot away from eagles, or at the very least add in some slingers. Yes, okay, there we are. Counters on counters on counters. Take a look. What is it? +10? +10 attack against infantry. Means that these men-at-arms are... Oh my god. Don't stand a chance. JorDan continuing to try to bust in through the south of the base. His siege workshop has been discovered. These long swordsmen, 5 of them are going to start attacking and trying to destroy it. A third town center going up for him behind the second that went up. Beautiful location, by the way. A Bengali puts his a little bit in the nook, a little bit in the cranny here in the back. Get some lumber, a little bit of space for farms. Not a terrible location. I mean, what can he really do? He can't put it here. The hills stop the placement. If you put it here, it's in the middle of nowhere. Maybe put it here next to the gold. Shoo away the eagles. Siege workshop goes down. JorDan's entire forward infrastructure is now gone, with the exception of 1 barracks. And we don't know the direction he's going now, because he's built 15 eagles, 3 slingers, and now he's not committing to anything else. Our Bengali is being very patient with this attack. There we go. Okay, finally some long swordsmen. +1, but now we're getting cavalry upgrade, skill birding armor. 2 slingers should very easily take on this long swordsman. This one already had 1 kill. Fantastic. So just at the moment when JorDan busts in through the base, Barles manages to counter him with a long swordsman, and a group now moving this way. What is our Inca doing, building a monk? He is now 7 villagers behind, despite the fact that he has 1 extra town center over his opponent. You know what? Not a fight that I think Barles should want to take. Not with 3 slingers. Remember, every time these guys attack, and they attack at a 2, I mean, the 2 seconds between attack, every time 3 slingers attack, that's 30 extra bonus damage that's being done. And my god, that was a massacre of Bengali long swordsmen. He is committing, though. I like the light cab transition. 3rd town center very much in the forward position. One thing I didn't mention earlier was that the placement of this lake. Isn't that hilarious? Generally, we see one or 2 lakes on this map. This map seems to have a lot more. They are everywhere, and they are in a very forward position. Monk returning home with the first relic. Another monk being sent out. Barles sniping the spearman with his light cav. Not exactly as easy pickings as the scout calves. And now he's being annoying up here. These stone miners need to run the hell back into the town center. Is he responding? He is sending eagles. But as fast as they are moving at 1.26, they will not catch a unit that moves 1.65 tiles a second. Oh, if Barles notices these are 2 free units that he can get. Does not notice moving. Okay, maybe he does. Slinger will go down. I'm surprised JorDan is exposing this monk. Oh my god, the slinger did not go down. Oh my god, the slinger, get the slinger. Okay, finally does. Monk also dies. Good pickup here by Barles. But now needs to retreat these eagles. are going to have a field day. +3 attack against cavalry. Not a lot of people know the Eagles come with their own attack bonus against monks. Take a look at this grab bag of attack bonuses. Siege, monk, cavalry, camel, building even. It's not a bad set of bonuses, whereas these guys come with building as usual and just eagles. And now they're fighting from the low ground. No slingers left though for our Inca. But oh my god, the light cav come in unafraid as Barles charges straight into the pikemen. Oh goodness gracious. Not sure that was the right move, but does clear them up. Army supply 26 to 17, but what did he clear up? Pikemen? And a crossbow or two? Very aggressive castle out of our Bengali, who is now housed at 130 supply. JorDan barely at 110. Finds himself on the defensive, although good little alley of defense here. Crossbows focusing on the light cap. Probably should have focused on the swordsman. But home court advantage means that he can reinforce his army much, much quicker. Why did he delete that lumber mill? Lumber camp? I always forget. I always say lumber mill. Makes sense, right? Isn't that what they're called in real life? Lumber mills? I don't know. In any event, 2 slingers now mixed into the party as well. 15 light cav and a beautiful red colored Bengali castle. Now King of the Hill University is in jeopardy. Archery range is in jeopardy. Barracks is in jeopardy. Any units that come out of these 2 military buildings is in jeopardy. A 4th town center for our Bengali. Good location next to the gold. JorDan 2 outposts, 1 not enough. We'll see if the villager decides to attack. She does not. That being said, it is our Inca who is heading up to Imperial first. I saw his stone drop a little while ago, and now we've got our own counter castle. 2 towers, 2 castles, 2 hills battling each other here in front of JorDan's base. And now his castle is up, so he's secure for just a little bit longer. These light cav are not going to care that much about the town center. Oh god, this is a lot of villagers. Mangonel coming out of a very forward siege workshop. The aggression here out of Barles is relentless. He might lose this. Mangonel, though, does end up losing it in exchange for only 3 villagers and a converted light cav. We've got our first Inca cavalry unit of the game, and this castle should probably go up. Yeah, it's going to go up. And now it's got 20 villagers inside, and Barles needs to get the hell out of here. Dodging arrow fire he is as he escapes. Second outpost goes down. And JorDan, stabilized, has defended himself here quite well, even though he's down 31 villagers. Looks like Barles wants to go up to Imperial as well, is starting to bank more and more resources. But again, take a look. 31 villagers ahead. Army supply 6 ahead. Did JorDan go up to Imperial a little bit too early? Let's take a look. 15 seconds away. What will he do once he reaches Imperial? Kamayuks are out. Where are they? Okay, they are protecting the farmland here. Another one patrolling the southern perimeter of the castle. And now our Bengali must be looking at this saying, okay, you're in Imperial. Now what? We know what. We know exactly what. Trebs. Does Barles have the stone? Only 130 stone. 10 villagers on stone, though. Now he's worried about a counteroffensive. Wants to make sure he has access to this 3,000 gold. Another defensive castle here out of JorDan. JorDan, little by little, piece by piece, step by step, tile by tile, is starting to protect his base against raiding, using his villagers, even though he's down. Now he's down 37 villagers, using them to attack. Remember, they are Incas, so take a look. They get those blacksmith upgrades. They attack at a +1. Take a look at their armor. 3 melee armor. Not exactly supremacy Spanish villagers, but man, they will do. House is being built in front of the Treb. Don't mind this at all. A few pikemen desperately holding the line here, praying. If you imagine you're one of these pikemen and you see 20 light cav and there's only 5 or 6 of you, but again, defender's advantage. I bet he wishes he was the Aztecs now, producing these units 11% faster. But imagine you're one of these pikemen and you see this horde of red Bengali light cav streaming straight at you, but here comes the Kamayuk. Look at this juicy attack bonus against cavalry, 8. Once that is elite, if it is elite, will be even higher. Bengali castle under attack. And look, to the left, in the center, to the right, JorDan, like I said, slowly but surely, slowly but surely has defended himself. Our Bengali going up to 140, 151 villagers, two-handed swordsman as well. We'll see if he does get Mahayana. That at 148, 150 will take up 15 less supply, which means he's got a lot more space for army. And now his first Treb comes out as well, having reached Imperial. Another major scuffle, another use of JorDan, by JorDan, of his villagers to delay the light cav. So far, he's doing an amazing job of keeping these light cav from raiding too much. I mean, take a look at villager kills at the bottom right of your screen. 40 for our Bengali versus the 2 of our Inca. So he's down the exact number of villagers. I mean, he's lost the exact number of villagers he's down. But so far, so good. He's down in score. He's down in overall supply. Military, he's double his opponent. He's the one shelling away at the castle. So JorDan doing an amazing job so far. 2 Trebs lost for red. Where is the last remaining Treb? It has retreated all the way back here. A Kamayuk says, you can run, but you can't hide. And 2 Kamayuks now chase this Treb. This Treb is going to go down. Remember, these guys have range. Where is it? There it is, range 1. But 2-handed swordsmen are out. They attack on a 16 versus the Kamayuk's 9. Random Mangonel. Our Bengali needs to get more done with these scouts. Again, he's got 14 villager kills, but now all of a sudden our Inca has killed 16. 14 extra villagers killed by JorDan. Chemistry being researched for our Bengali. Conscription for our Inca. Wants to produce these units a little bit faster. And now he has secured his center. I said fantastic play out of JorDan, and I stand by that. What an epic, epic comeback. He really did feel about 10 minutes ago, 10 to 15 minutes ago, like he would be swamped. Kamayuk's showing us that range. Look at them. Oh my god, he's sniping with Kamayuks. Amazing. When multiple units can attack at once, what can these champions do? Oh lordy. I mean, if they close the gap, of course. They are the stronger unit in terms of attack, 17 to a 9. But these guys can attack one behind the other. All the raiding to the west has stopped. To the east, one more light cav. Second one will join. But take a look at army supply. Oh my goodness, he's tech switching. Is he tech switching to what? Elephant archers. Yeah. I love elephant archers. They're just such a fun unit, and they're elite. And they're gonna have Parthian tactics. Here we go. Oh, the Kamayuks, the frickin' Kamayuks decimate the entire champion supply here. The champions focusing on the pike. Wow. I mean, there's a good amount of blue bodies on the ground. Let's not call that an overwhelming victory, but that was super fun to watch. A Rata coming out. It does manage to get the Kamayuk. I'm surprised by that. Ratas are basically weak to everything. They have a lot of different armor classes. Cavalry archer, And so take a look at that. Archer, cavalry, cavalry archer, and unique unit. 4 different armor types, which means they are exposed to everything from skirmishers to Kamayuks to samurai. Okay. Which unit moves faster here? The Kamayuk just barely. Okay, he's escaping through a hole in the wall here, sacrificing 1 elephant. Beautiful move. Sacrificing 1 elephant so that these Kamayuks don't chase the rest. Now he's got to run away. He's going to move it to the back, luring the Kamayuks to their deaths here. So JorDan happy to follow along because he is just attacking everywhere right now with Kamayuks. What a fantastic turn of events here for JorDan. And even though the elephant archers are out, even though they're huge and chunky, 300 HP, Radas are out as well. JorDan is just everywhere. And again, he is raiding here. How many kills on these Kamayuks? 31, 21 villager kills. Needs to pay attention, does Red. Don't want to lose these chunky boys. 2 castles attacking each other here on a hill. Oh, a bit of a side swipe. Oh, I was getting so excited. I was going to say a bit of a side swipe here by Barles. But lo and behold, oh my goodness, JorDan holding on. Fabric shields was going to make these guys extra melee, extra pierce armor. Wow. And now take a look at the numbers. Complete 180 from what we saw 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes ago. 88 villagers to 117. And look at JorDan, 71 villager kills to 61. In the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, Barles has managed to get 1 more villager kill. Or if even, what was it before? 60 or 61? I don't remember. Either way, he either got no extra villager kills or 1 villager kill. Whereas JorDan went from 2 to 16 to 71. And with these Kamayuks, my goodness, their armor is shite. Their attack is shite. But what they do have is range, which means multiple of them, multiple Kamayuks can engage into the same unit over and over and over again. And what they also come with is a huge grab bag of bonuses. Cavalry 12. Ha, interesting. Mameluke 1. Oh, very interesting. But wow, what an amazing hold out of JorDan here. These castles saving his butt. First the one to the center, then the one to the right, then the one to the left. Like I said, piece by piece, he just secured his base like a, you know, when what movie was it? The Titanic movie, when the ship was sinking and they started blocking off compartments. So this one would flood, but it wouldn't cause that one to flood. JorDan was doing the opposite here, securing the center compartment, then securing the right compartment, then the left compartment, and then hitting Imperial first, getting those 2-3 trebs out and just demolishing the center infrastructure of Barles, who fell back, switched, I think, to elephants a little bit too late. Would have loved to see these units out a lot sooner. Look at the Kamayuks retreating. Look at their spears. Holy shnikes are these long spears. Look at this thing. This is literally double the size, if not more, of this unit. Kind of reminds me of a Greek hoplite almost, with their long spears. 86 Kamayuks, 104 light cav. APM pretty relaxed for Barles. Oh my god, it peaked at the 15-second mark of the game, whereas for JorDan a little bit into the mid-game, early mid-game, let's say. Economy is going to be very interesting because our Bengali with so many more villagers. 4 relics for JorDan. Look at that. The relic is literally the difference. Nah, not literally, but you know, 1200 out of 1750. So very close to the difference, but 6,000 more wood, 12,000 or so more food. Stone, not even enough difference for 1 castle. Let's see, converts only 4. And man, this game exploded into action about 10 minutes ago. Kill count jumped, skyrocketed. JorDan 259, Barles 247, villager kills. If you remove, take a look, it's a 10 kill difference, and it's basically a 10 kill difference. So they basically killed the same amount of military, which is fantastic. What a good display of the Incas. And by the way, what a good display of the Bengalis as well. You know, before the whole controversy with Flemish revolutions and the Burgundians and whatnot. Oh man, a couple of hippie towers just hanging out. You know, I don't know what they're doing out here in the middle of the desert. Maybe there's a wizened old monk in there ready to dispense advice to whatever barbarian passes by. That is a Conan the Barbarian reference. Or was it Conan the Destroyer? I forget which movie he meets that wizened old monk. But in any event, what a super fun game. And as I was saying before, the whole Flemish Revolution, tournament, blah, 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 controversy, there was the Bengali controversy. Is this Civ just too crappy? Is the Rata too weak? Does it cost too much to fully upgrade it? Does it have too much armor? Too many armor classes? Archer armor class, cavalry armor class, cavalry archer. Oh my god, unique archer. So it is basically exposed to anything and everything. These trees probably come with a bonus attack against the Rathas. And so that controversy seems to have died down. Maybe the community just got a little tired. But ultimately, two fantastic civs in the hands of two amazing players. Look at their Elos. They're literally, what is that, 16? Or, no. Oh my god, my math all of a sudden. 18. 18 Elo points apart, which is what, about 2 or 3 games to be played? Amazing, amazing. Such a fun game. JorDan compressed, pushed back, but again, piece by piece, securing his base. I'm going to keep fanboying out. That was a fantastic hold. I also love the use of the villagers to fight off the light cav, and all of that defense ultimately allowed him to prepare a great offense, and the army of Eagles and Pike was replaced by an army of Kamayuks, and Kamayuks just reigning supreme right now. Not much the Bengali can throw at these, except perhaps speed, which is what I think he wanted to do here. He's got a huge amount of food, but did he take too much damage? I'm going to zoom out. How many stables does he have? Only 2 stables. Come on. With 3,500 food and only 2 stables, it's no wonder he decided to GG. Live to fight another day. JorDan is victorious. Our Inca proves why they are the counter civilization. Although in this game, it was kind of the counter to the counter, since the Eagles were countered by the swordsmen, and then the slingers countered the swordsmen. And then the Kamayuks basically just came in and ran amok and countered everything. JorDan victorious. Wow, what a fun game. GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.